a thunder's roar. Rubber burns and the engine soars. Rev bomb rides with a wild man's pride. The world can't keep up no matter how it tries. Rev bomb's motorbikes got a heart of steel. Wheels spinning faster than the fear we feel. Lights flash like fire in the dead of night. He's a rebel on wheels chasing freedom's light.
Hello, darlings. Welcome along. Friday Night Live. What a week it has been. And let's see who is in the stream. Gus is here. Small engine shed evening. Hey, come on, you're late. No, we're bang on time. It is 8:01. Lot going on this week. So where should we start? Oh, well, we should start by inviting, if you want to come on camera, we have the StreamYard link up on the side over here. All you got to do is click that link or click that one down there, grab a camera, grab a mic. As long as you don't show your nips like James, you are fine and good to go. So if you want to come on the live stream, welcome to do so. Barnstorm is here. Vince is here. He'll probably come on camera. We had a whacking great bike night at the Lowndes last night. Now, Lowndes Arms, I have posted it everywhere. They're looking for 4 more subscribers on Facebook. So go on Facebook, Bike Night at the Lowndes, and it's LOWDNES. So go and jump on Facebook, Bike Night at the Lowndes Arms. Every other Thursday, so we did it last night. Next Thursday is Oakley. The following Thursday, we are back at Bike Night. Evening, Ange. Good to see you. Vax Mustappen is here as well. Oh, there we go. We've got 3 now, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Simon Brackett is here. Quick one. I'm coughing my guts up at the moment. I've had 12 and a half hours. Well, actually, nearly 13 hours today. So Rev is on coke tonight because I am back in the garage at 5 a.m. in the morning. Jay's here. Evening, Jay. Good to see you last night, mate. That was great. Great. Jay turned up on his Triumph. Right, let me have a quick swig. Good old full fat Coke. Can't beat it. But I have got hidden in the corner, glass of wine. Well, I'm swigging that every now and then. Yeah, we got the Coke. Right. Where do we go? I dare not share this. I dare not share this, but I might put the phone up to the screen and show you. Now, obviously, we've had a couple of deaths this week. So Ozzy's gone. Bless him. Black Sabbath clan. Ozzy went, and then yesterday we had Hulk Hogan. And I don't know whether this was obviously clickbait, but someone did put a post up, and we mentioned it in the Motovloggers group, and they went, don't go showing it on the live stream. And I went, yeah, I don't mind. Someone sent me this. I'm not going to say who sent me. I'm like, mate, that is just such bad taste. I very much doubt you can see that, but Missenden Flyer found dead. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. But if you do want the photo, message me and I'll share it with you. It was hilarious when I read it. But no, he's still alive and kicking. Talking of alive and kicking, Andy is still here after his bike crash. Now, if you haven't seen Andy's bike crash, we would show it on the live stream, but it's not going to get the views. So Andy GSA Tractor, go to his channel, look at his last video of him throttling off the bike. Everyone said you should have jumped over the car. No, that's going to be exit a rider on a BSA. That would be him doing that. So, but yeah, unfortunately, Andy dumped a BMW. But it's worth the clicks and the likes and the views. So go and watch Andy GSA's Tractor's video. He's all right. Shell's a bit better. And it's just good to see they're alive. Martin is here. Throttle up. And evening, Andy. Hope you and the missus are feeling better. As I say, StreamYard links up on the side. If everybody wants to jump in, you're very welcome to do so. The other thing, there's a couple of bikers that I want to mention tonight. So we have got a lot of rides coming up over the next couple of weeks. So obviously, Bike Night at the Lounge. There is another one that is coming up on Facebook. So I'm just going to jump on my Facebook page while I'm doing this. That means I've got to sign out of RevBomb and go back into my personal page. Let's just do that. There we go. And we'll sign into there. And I am just going to search this one because they did mention to me. You haven't mentioned it on the live stream yet. If you happen to be in Milton Keynes, then this one is coming up. I just got to find the post where they are going to be doing the ride. Where are we? That's the Rose and Crown. Where's the Diddley Squat one? So if you haven't heard of Diddley Squat Farm, Diddley Squat is the farm that is owned by Jeremy Clarkson. So up there we go. So it's a private invite, guys. Right, let's do this one. So what you need to do is go onto Facebook and you need to join Toxic Throttle Club. So let's just share the screen up there. Let's go to Toxic Throttle and let's bring that up on the screen. So Sunday the 10th of August from 9 until they reckon about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's 18 of us going so far. So we are leaving Milton Keynes and we're going to all be meeting at Learn to Ride. That is at Milton Keynes Bowl. Fancy a little bit of that. Meeting there for about 9 in the morning, 9:30 departure. They are going to be heading off to Diddley Squat Farm, and then we're going down to the Farmer's Dog. Now, Andy doesn't need the Farmer's Dog because he has the dog's bollocks in his garden. But if you fancy a ride out Diddley Squat Farm, then you can go and jump in on that. StreamYard link is up. Here's Vince. There we go. While I've been doing that, Vince has appeared in the stream. Evening, Vince.
Hello.
VJ, put me in the giveaway. There is no giveaway tonight. We're not. We're saving that for next week. Too busy and overpriced. German's here as well. Dunk, evening, mate. Good to see you. Evening, everybody. Now, Bike Night at the Lounge. We are just short of 300 subscribers at Bike Night at the Lounge. We wouldn't get 300 in the car park. There's absolutely no way that you would get 300 bikes in that car park.
I mean, you boys will know better than me, but what, I'm assuming get to 300, you get one stage on the algorithm, and then you get more. I don't know. When your posts go further, I don't know this.
Yeah, it will jump further. The higher your subscriber count, the more your analytics will jump all over Facebook. So yeah, keep pushing. I've shared it on about, I think, 6 different pages at the moment. So, as we always do. So, Bike Night at the Lounge, that is not this Thursday coming, but the following Thursday. We've got so we've also got the 10th, which is going to be the ride out to Diddley Squat Farm with Toxic Throttle Club. So, Facebook page, Toxic Throttle Club. The big one that I do want to do, now, Andy came to me, came out on this last year, and it's Rosie's Rainbow Fund, the Ride of Ides, or the Rides of Ides. That's the group and the big charity that we follow. I post all over the page. Vince has posted on there as well. Let's just share this up.
September, isn't it?
It is September. So we're going to share the screen. Ride of Ides, Tracy, Ed, and all the guys down there. So let's just scroll down the page. There's a lot of red bomb on that page, but ignore that. Let's just find. I've just got to find the post now because I've been absolutely bombing their page with all my videos. So, and Jamie posts on there as well. The Ides of September. Here we go. So let me just, if you can see, popping up in the side chat on the bottom right of the screen, just to let you know, Tracy's created a post, so just to ask questions. If you want to go on it, it's called the Ride of Ides. So they do 2 charity rides a year, one in March, one in September. She's got her fairings back, so hopefully the bike might be ready. We've got new members as well. They're looking for a few marshals, so if anybody fancy doing a marshal, I've actually offered to be the tail gun Charlie on that one as well. But
is it the same pub, Rev, as last time?
it's the Red Lion in Texworth. So we'll be riding out from them. Obviously, go on the Ride of Ides. There's loads and loads of bits and pieces. There we go. So the Ides of September. If I click that one, here we go. So it's brought up Sunday the 7th of September. We're getting there for about 11. We leave the pub at 12. It's about an hour's ride around all the villages and all the towns. You fancy that? The Rides of Ides. Or you can just follow Rosie's Rainbow Fund. That's a very, very good charity to do.
And so, to be fair, it is 125 friendly as well, isn't it? It's
and it's
not
125 friendly,
Yeah.
Slow Riders here. Now, obviously, if you haven't seen Slow Riders video, he's killed the bike. He has killed his bike. I watched it the other day and I'm no, that bike's done ABR, it's done wild bad, you've done loads on it, and it's just him pulling down at the side of the road. So if you didn't know, Throttle Up and Slow Rider are related as well. So the 2 boys are in tonight. So we've got Stuart and we got Martin as well. They're great bunch of guys. I spent most of ABR wandering around with Slow Rider, and he was literally next tent to me, and then Vince was across the way, but I didn't even realise Vince was there because I was nine sheets to the wind on Guinness.
You were absolutely steaming when I saw you.
It's not often that I get a chance to have a drink, so I did at ABR, and then Richie Vida ended up grabbing me and pulling me off to the Magic Mushroom. So he's just said it's proper knackered. Time to get yourself a BM, or get yourself another Triumph. Get yourself an adventure bike, or what's the other one that we saw today? A decent V-Strom as well. V-Strom's quite nice. We had a guy come in with one of them today on the tour, was it? Yeah. Rev, was you wandering or staggering? It was a bit of both, actually. How I made it back to my tent, I have absolutely no idea. But I did make it back. And I don't remember Friday night who was snoring the most, if it was Slow Rider or if it was me. But I was absolutely zonked on Saturday morning. You could have
down to the sun, mate. I think probably a bit of sunstroke.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you what, ABR was good fun. Apart from the fact that it took you ages to get a beer, and everybody was there was just too many people there. It was just such a big crowd. I ended up, because I tend to be quite alone on my own. I don't like doing crowds, so I ended up disappearing off, and then I'd come back and have a beer and go wandering off. I'd have another beer, wander around the stands, come back, and. Yeah, I tend not to.
ABR is not the place if you don't like crowds now. It's super busy. But what we did, we were going to there was smaller like food and drinks sort of like vans, and you could get a beer from all of them. There was so actually, if you didn't like the main tent, and that, you're right, you were 5-10 deep in the main beer tents. But you'd find something elsewhere. It wasn't bad, and it was £6 a pint. And I know probably Julian will like have a hernia if he had £6 a pint. But it was all right. It's Milton Keynes is £5.5, £6 a pint.
It was average prices. I think I bought about 2 pints on Friday night, and then everyone just kept sticking Guinness in front of me. So we drinking Rev and Guinness. I didn't realise how many I'd drunk because it just went down so quick. I've got a real liking for Guinness now. It's normally the old Pinot Grigio, but I was sinking Guinness like it was water. I'm like, didn't realise the effects that a few pints of Guinness could have on the body. But it was great fun. It was great fun. And it was good to catch up with him because Exeter was there. We had Lord Bilius. Obviously, we didn't have all the regulars like Cartwheels and that. And they never went this year. Didn't see Tins on tour. There was some guy wandering around called Exeter Rider. I don't know who the hell he was, but yeah.
I've just seen his and I caught up his CRF 300F review ridden at the ABR, and I'm totally with him in terms of it's a lot nicer bike now to ride. I know you sold them a couple of months ago, but I think they're probably chalk and cheese now in terms of got a bit more power, suspension's better, but yeah, it's superb.
Gus, are you out the weekend? Probably, because I've had to alternate my weekend. So it's going to be 3 in a row for me. We're going to do gasoline juice this weekend. But the following weekend, I am actually out for Sunday lunch with Mrs. B, Bex from the garage, the 2 kids. And believe it or not, I'm having Sunday lunch at the Lowndes Arms again. So, yeah, we love a Sunday lunch there. If you haven't had a Sunday lunch, go to the Lowndes Arms. Because the food is absolutely banging. You get veg on a separate plate. You get cauliflower cheese on a separate plate. The food is, and I think it's about £15.50 a person. Where are you going to get a decent meal with a pint for about 20 quid? And Dan and all the girls and the guys at the Lowndes Arms, the food is absolutely banging, absolutely good. So, yeah, so if you fancy a Sunday lunch, Lowndes Arms.
I was there tonight. Me and the wife went after work and just for a couple of beers, and apparently we've got some sort of ghost night on tonight in the top floor.
I see, yeah.
But going back to your thing about Clarkson, they've got Hawkstone Lager on, and it's actually a nice drop, but it knocks me bandy. Absolutely, like it's such a you can really sup it as a lager. It's not fizzy, and I had a couple tonight and it knocked me bandy. So avoid Hawkstone Lager.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It is good stuff. And there was rumours that he's going to start doing Hawkstone cider now as well. So yeah, people have said that he's thinking of doing this Hawkstone. He's done the lager. He's now going to do Hawkstone cider. So that'd be quite good. Lily's in the room as well. If you haven't seen. Now, Lily is a big lover of Beans on Toast. Beans on Toast has just done a new one where he's riding around London looking at all these Banksy photos or Wanksy photos, as we call them. And I said to him, it's great when you see all the fashion in London, but it's good to see that corduroy's making a comeback. I haven't seen corduroy in years. There's a lot of people in London now that are wearing corduroy trousers, and you're thinking, mate, that disappeared in the 1980s. You shouldn't be wearing that stuff. But yeah, it was different.
Don't ever go at Banksy, mate. Don't ever go at Banksy. He's from the southwest. Exeter's going to have the right up, isn't he?
He's another. What is it? The Beans, he said. I said, "Oh yeah, are you sure that you're not Banksy in disguise?" And he went, "No, I'm not. I'm not one of those Marxist fascist regimes, which Banksy is." But I love old Beans and Toast. He's great. We'll have to catch up with him sometime. Another one that we are going to try and catch up with is Jem, who is she's on Instagram and TikTok, so Biker with a Bag. I have invited her on the live stream, but she does a lot of track riding, so you can catch her on TikTok or you can catch her on Instagram, Biker with a Bag. Jem basically has got an ileostomy since she was 12 years old. So she's got a stoma bag and she still rides and races with Team Aprilia. The girls, I tell you what, that girl has got some bloody courage to do all that and then put it out there that I've got a stoma bag. I'm just me. A lot of guys hit on her, but her other half, Charlie's a great guy. But he does, she does her thing, he does his thing. And it's the same as, what was it, username Kate and Mike. They're really good. Mike Pye. A lot of girls that, and I don't know what it is, whether they're just putting themselves out there, and a lot of the girl bikers do. So you've got Little Red Tia, you've got Ems, which is red. She's just pure red. You've got 5 Foot Fifi, who's obviously Peter Hickman's girlfriend, Lucy. And then you've got Biker with a Bag. You've got Shoals. Who else is out there? There's loads of girl bikers, but as soon as you see a girl on a bike, I don't know whether I'm at the age where I can't be bothered to look at a female anymore. I just see them for the bikers. R6 girl as well, R1 Liz, username Kate.
Girl, actually, she's been to the lounge. She came over and I didn't have an opportunity to say hello. She came over probably earlier in the year with a couple of mates. But yeah, no, it's good to see. But what I don't get is you get a lot of riders on socials, and they've got vest tops on. They've got, you know what I mean, they don't have any protection, and just I don't know. It's an accident waiting to happen, really. And if they come off, they're toast, right? But
exactly. But the other thing is, obviously, the girls are bloody good riders, but you're going to get like two-sided comments of like, oh, you either look hot, oh, you need to show a bit more chest when you're riding the bike, you'll get the views, or why are you riding a bike? Girls shouldn't be riding bikes because biking is a guy thing. It's not. It's for everybody. You could be 17, you could be 70, you could be male, you could be female. And at the end of the day, we're all bikers together. But stop. I see it all the time. And for Christ's sake, stop hitting on the girls when they're out. They just want to go out and ride and show their bikes off.
No, it's nice last night. I think we had about 4 or 5 ladies turn up on their bikes, which is great.
Yeah.
And as I say, it's the lounge is all about you just come along. If you got a bike, got 2 wheels, sometimes 3 wheels. Yeah, we had one fella. He had a Can-Am 3-wheeler a couple of weeks ago, and so whatever. If it looks like a bike, it sounds like a bike. It's a bike. Come on.
Exactly. If it's got 2 wheels, 3 wheels, even the quad riders come into the garage. At the end of the day, they're still bikers, but it's all about getting out and just enjoying you on the bike. It's not the person, it's the bike, and it's how they ride. We had new guy come in yesterday at the Lowndes Arms, and I can't believe he paid 900 quid for that service. So we had Gavin turn up on his R1 last night. He'd been to
that R1's seen some action, mate. Fucking hell.
That was a bit, wasn't it? But he'd been to a local bike shop in Milton Keynes, and it wasn't us. He paid 900 quid for a service on his R1. And you saw it, Vince. They hadn't touched that filter. They hadn't touched the spark plugs.
No.
And it was like, Jesus Christ, mate, get on your card, go and claim a charge back. There are only 2 really good garages that I would say, if you're going to take, actually 3 in Milton Keynes, I would say, if you're going to have servicing done, take it to them. Don't bother with these little small-time backstreet foreign garages. I can't mention what nationality they are. So Eclipse, obviously, because I do all the big boy servicing. Another good one is Darren Spears. I love Darren to pieces. Darren Spears, HBB Motorcycles in Tring. Darren does a lot of big boy service. If you saw him changing the engine on an Africa Twin recently, go on Facebook, put in HBB Motorcycles or Darren Spears, and you'll see Darren changing an engine on Africa. I wouldn't even go there. And Darren was there some nights till 9, 10 o'clock in the garage, working on that customer's bike to get that engine changed. But Darren is really good at what he does. Another good one is obviously Pete Holland, who's literally just across the road from the Lowndes Arms. He's at Mersey. Pete Holland Engineering is a bloody good mechanic. And obviously Pete's ripped his back out last week, so he's not doing anything too strenuous for a couple of weeks. But if check out, before you go and lob your £6.5 grand bike into a garage, make sure you check out their Facebook reviews, their Google reviews. Make sure you're getting your money's worth and get a quote. But obviously, poor old Gavin on that R1, he got ripped a fresh one. And I've said to him, obviously, we haven't got time to do it. Hook it over to Pete Holland. I am literally stacked out.
If you look at some of the main dealers, so I don't know them personally, but I grew up in Wolverton, which is Grafton's, right? Grafton's was Stony and Wolverton, and then they moved on, right? So, but they've been around for years. I think if you looked at Flitwick Motorcycles, again, long-standing dealers for Yamaha, and I just don't think they would be able to survive if they weren't servicing bikes to a reasonable level, and they had long-serving mechanics, you know. So
Flitwick are very good when it comes to Yamaha. We get a lot of guys coming. Oh, I need this bit for me Yamaha. I've broken the throttle cable, or my bike's doing this. It's got shims. Hook it over to Flitwick. Speak to Paul. I know Paul pretty good over at Flitwick Motorcycles, so we chuck stuff to them. If it's Honda, we normally chuck it over to Sue at Grafton's. Do them. If it's BMW, we normally whack that across to Wollaston, or we chuck them over to Darren Spears, because Darren's pretty good on Beamers. But the main dealer's good until the point we had a young lad come in. He'd got a KTM 390 Duke, and it was rattling like it sounded worse than that R1 yesterday. And he said to me, he said, I keep topping up the oil. He said, but at the end of the day, it keeps cam rattling. Oh yeah, well we'll try changing the oil out. We did a full oil service on it, and it was still rattling. I went, nah, it's your tappets, mate. It's got to go to KTM. He took it to KTM in Hemel, and they turned around and said, well, no, your warranty's invalidated. Well, and he went, why? Oh, because you took it to a local garage to have your servicing done. And he come back to us. He said, well, my warranty is invalidated. I went, no, there's a thing called blocking. And it applies to every brand. There's a thing called block exemption servicing. The main dealers like you to go to them because you're spending money in their showroom. But block exemption servicing means that you can have your bike serviced by any VAT registered. And it must be a VAT registered garage with a VAT number. And you get a signed receipt, your service will still stand, and the main dealer can't do bugger all about it. So
you have to have genuine parts, right? So it has to be genuine manufacturing parts.
It has to be genuine, what they call OEM, original equipment manufactured parts.
And you can even service it yourself to the standard as long as you can prove you bought OEM parts, right?
Exactly that, yeah. But they'd like you to go to a VAT registered garage. Who's best for tyres? Darren. Yeah. I haven't got a chance to do tyres. I am 2.5 weeks ahead at the moment. Me and Phil were just literally stacked on MOTs for bikes, cars. I've got 2 cars in that need brake lines. Another one needs a complete clutch system. I've got another one in that needs a gearbox flush. We are just literally, me and Phil were just to the wall at the moment, and I couldn't take on any more work if I tried. And if you've seen the state of me last Saturday, I look worse than I did at ABR. I finished work at 2. I got home at 4. I went to bed, and I slept from 4 o'clock last Saturday to 7 a.m. Sunday morning. I didn't even wake up. The missus come in, thought I died in bed. And she was like, oh, you're breathing. That's a shame. But yeah, I was absolutely shattered last week. So much so, I got up on Sunday morning and everyone said to me, oh, are you going out for a ride? It's lashing it down the rain. I went out and had a ride, and I ended up going out. Vincent came down, soaking wet Vincent in his tracksuit bottoms, and he got absolutely drenched. We met up with Stuart on his XDV, and there was literally 3 of us all day at Emma's Cafe. We were the only 3 in the cafe because it was lashing down. And I ended off going off to, I did Steppingley, Clophill, Silso, out the back of Bromham, all the way round, found a couple of farmers' fields, went and did a bit of TRFing on the trails, and then came home. I got home about 1-2 o'clock, but it was needed. After I've had a full week, the only thing that gets my brain out of gear and lets me chill the hell out is going for a ride on my bike, and I don't care if it's absolutely chucking it down. Up on B&Q car park for a break, the smoke full of builders on a break. It's on a bike, and they were just staring. Oh, I know that feeling, Ange. Know that feeling. Andy's off to Portugal. There we go.
Sorry, Rev. When a builder stared at you, Rev, I'm sorry. I don't think that's.
Yeah, but
that's happened.
Yeah, they mistook it because I said to them, "Does my bomb look big in this?"
Anyway, so a bit of a revelation from you last night. This because you're a bit of a dark horse, and then you told me about this bloody vertical hooligans stuff.
Oh yeah.
And how many people know about that? Is that what it was? Vertical hooligans?
Yeah, vertical. The vertical hooligans. It's out. Oh, hang on. Let me find my YouTube channel. Vertical hooligans have been going for years. So there's about, I'd say there's about 15, 20 people in the vertical hooligans. It is run by a guy called Mark Van Deel. Right. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's bring up the vertical hooligan. We're all over Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. The boys are everywhere. So let's. Oh, here we go. Let's just. Here we go. Let me just go share a screen. Where are we? There we go. Share the screen. So this is all the crap that the boys do. So let's see. Even got his number plate on there. So it's basically a stunt team. Back in the game. These are standard road bikes as well. So some of them are stunt bikes, some of them are road bikes. And they literally just pick trading estates and ask for the owner's permission. But once they're done, the owner's normally got a load of tyre marks all over the car park. That's the easy stuff anyway. Right.
Bloody hooligans.
Right, let's close that off. But yeah, that's the vertical hooligans. They go on their Facebook, go on their YouTube page. There are loads and loads of videos. I did a little bit with them. But we used to
what about the bit where you fell off your bike on that Kawasaki?
Oh, that was fun, mate. Right, let me just find it. Where's the bit? I've just got to go into it. Right, let's bring it back up. It was only a little high side. Vertical hooligans, Santa Pod. There we go. Ah, here we go. This is the bit where I got embarrassed. Right, here we go.
Does Andy qualify now for vertical hooligans?
Andy would make a good, Andy'd be a good stunt rider, tell him. Right, let's go forward a little bit. There we go. Let's have a little bit of a laugh. And then the back tire catches a bit of rubber. There you go. So yeah, had a little bit. We had a little bit of fun. We used to do loads. We used to do the Brackley Festival of Speed and do wheelies and stoppies and all that. But good fun. Let's just go through some of these. BMW new motorbike at West Time. They didn't do the oil change or the rear drive. Jesus Christ! They said it looked okay. Nah, always do an oil change. And the thing was good. Yeah, it was a good ride. Mod 1, Mod 2, but V-Strom, mate. Definitely get out. Oh, in fact, no. Oh, that's a choice, Vince. Here we go. V-Strom or Tenere? I am more swayed. I looked at V-Strom and went, yeah, and then I saw it said Tenere. I'm more swayed to the Tenere.
Depends what you want to do. The thing is, yeah, if you're going to go touring more than off-road, V-Strom, I think.
Yeah. If you're doing full-on, Tenere.
But if you look at Tenere, there's so many different variations now.
Yeah. I felt like saying, do you fancy me on my bike? If you're going to get the V-Strom, it's got to be the DL1000. You've got to get the 1000 V-Strom. And it's got to be the DL version. Yeah, definitely got to be the DL version. Yeah, don't encourage your man. Don't take too much of builder. No, don't go with a builder because they always drinking tea. I don't drink much tea in the garage. I'm literally just coffee and Coke and energy drinks all day and a fag. So
unless you need some work done on your house, then do go with a builder because you might get some... Get it cheaper.
You get the discount, don't you? Right, one more time. Let's share up the StreamYard link. I'm waiting for a battered and bruised Andy to come on with all these.
Come on, Andy.
Yeah, come on, Andy. You need to get yourself in here, mate, and tell us all about your crash. While we're doing that, then, let's have a little bit of whoa, which is what most of the boys have seen this all week. So for those of you that haven't seen Andy's video, let's just bring it up. So Andy GSA Attractor. Right, let's close that one off. Andy's video.
For those of
of a nervous disposition.
Please look away now.
Right.
Is it right, Andy? You're booking yourself on a cruise now.
Right. Bring that up.
It's very nice. This has got the low seat on it, but it's in the high position. It's quite firm. But they've definitely done some trickery with this new 1300 engine and
forward.
Their suspension. It's a very
find the good bit.
Plush place to be.
Or the bad bit.
I am.
Right, here we go. So the best. Who would want to buy a crash-tested bike? Right, let it roll through on the internet.
Just a quick one. Tell you what we're doing today and show you what we're on.
So a nice steady 60 mile an hour. Within his 10%, should we say?
You'll all be involved. Bye for now.
Right, 20 minutes from the dealership. They're both alive and well, and they had all their clean gear on. So here we go, guys. Get ready.
I'm not sure I'd even want the automatic. Whoa! Ah!
Yeah, and that's how close it. When you actually roll back to the junction, which is the freak
I'm not sure I'd even want the automatic.
So Andy is literally on top of that junction.
Oh!
And look, you're literally. There's absolutely no way, even if you steered right or put the ABS on or the brakes, you're not getting out of that. Look, absolutely no bloody way. When you're two up on a bike, it's a bike you're not used to. It's a big, heavy bike, and you look at the speed. Look, he's brought that down from on the clocks there, 29 mile an hour. 24 was the impact speed. Yeah, that is absolutely bloody nuts. For Andy to bring that down and to aim for the back of that bike, if he'd have been going or pushing it, he would have hit that on the back wheel arch or on the back wheel. The pair of them wouldn't have been here. That would have been game over. Yeah. But absolutely, that was absolutely not. Yeah, Andy just said poo came out. Yeah. Still remember Crash was more sexy, but good attempt, Andy. Surely you could have bunny hopped the car. No, we'll leave that for Exeter Rider on his BSA.
I think the other thing as well is the virtues of having some sort of helmet cam or you know, something on your bike that's going to record it, because it's open and shut, right? There is no dispute on that.
Yeah. But it's going to court anyway, because Andy obviously messaged on our group. So Andy's had quite a nice little payout to pay for all his gear, so he can start replacing that. But it's going to court. That is dangerous driving, or driving without due care. I'd like to see that guy's phone. They're gonna seize his phone records. You know darn well they're gonna seize the phone records on that. But yeah, that was unfamiliar bike you're not used to, riding with a pillion as well. Absolutely no way you would have got out of that. That's like basically putting me on Andy's GSA and saying, oh, go and ride it to the best of your ability like you ride your Tiger. Absolutely not. It's going to take me a good week, 14 days to get used to how that bike performs, how it leans in, get to know the quirks of the bike. And it's, you know, brand new bike as well. So, yeah, well done, Andy. He done bloody well out of that. You know, he got out of that very, very well. At least it wasn't his bike, exactly. 2.5K excess, though, yeah. Driver was too busy watching Red Bomb videos. Oh, and he's got that back already. So, yeah.
2.5 excess, though. I mean, that's big. That's big. That's big money, that is.
That is a lot of money, isn't it?
Is that because of all the accessories you had?
You'd have had a big excess because obviously it's a test ride. What we do with bikes at our garage, we take
the bike.
Yeah. So you pay what we do on a used bike. You pay for the bike in full. You go and take it on a test ride. If it's yours, then the payment's made. If it's not the bike for you, and you, as long as it comes back in the condition that it went out in, you get your money back. So it covers that. It covers us if they bin the bike down the road, we're covered.
Because I had service bikes out of Wollaston, and you paid it was $250 excess, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, it was $250 on my own, but with a pillion, it's 2.5K. It's different policy.
Oh, right. Yeah, because they don't allow. You're right. They don't allow pillions when you take out a service bike. You're right. Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Max, bit of tea cut and it'll buff out. I very much doubt. If anybody wants to buy an ISR 1300, there's one going at Wollaston for about 600 quid probably. Yeah. But Andy was bloody lucky.
His front wheel's behind his back wheel though, but never mind.
Yeah, I'm just glad Andy and Shell are all right. That's the thing. And you do feel for your friends when they have an off, and it's like they all took the piss out of me. Oh, Rev, you had a down day. Yes, I did have a down day. Just the fact that I was chatting on the 125, but yeah. First to crash one in the UK. There we go. There we go. Andy set the record then. The first one to crash in the UK. Brilliant.
It already is, though. Andy had done like how many 2,000 miles or whatever abroad, and it was the first day back in the UK.
Yeah, first day back in the UK, and he meets a numpty in a Mercedes. So it's always the way. Absolute legend. Oh, brilliant. Right. Last one I am going to share. These are lovely, lovely guys. Let's just post their channel up. And I've got to say hi to AB as well. Anonymous bikers hanging around in the stream as well. Good to see you, AB. These guys, the Bionic Bikers. So Neil and Lizzie. Now, Lizzie, Neil's a biker, Lizzie's a biker. Lizzie has a bionic hand. So it moves, it opens the fingers. Go and look at their channel. Just go onto YouTube and search Bionic Bikers. Now, Neil and Lizzie basically got kicked out of their house. They needed the house back, so he went and bought a camper van. And they had their bike, and they went off. They had their motorhome, and they went off basically camping and using the motorhome. And then went and got themselves the bike on the back and went off touring around the UK. They have now found themselves a nice little small holding in Scotland. So let's just bring them back up again. Now, go and watch their videos. So Bionic Bike Adventures or Bionic Bikers Adventures. They've done first person in the world to ride from Land's End to John O'Groats with a bionic arm, with a basic false arm, electric arm, whatever you want to call it. But Lizzie's lovely. They have just done their latest video. So they have got themselves a little small holding up in Scotland. And I've just got to find the video. So they're basically rebuilding all their house that they've got. So they're putting slabs down. It's an abandoned small holding. They're up in Scotland, and they're doing a Scottish cottage renovation. So we've had in their videos basically 2 months ago. We've had enough. We're leaving England. From bikes to bricks, our new life renovating a Scottish cottage. Scottish cottage renovation. We found a dead rat in our kitchen. Escaping England for Scotland. Spey Bay Nature Reserve. So they're literally right on top of the nature reserves. They've got a beach, a pine forest, and they're doing bloody well for themselves. So Neil and Lizzie, go and check them out. Bionic Bikers. If anybody does want to go up to Scotland and catch up with them, they've got a little bit of accommodation up there. So I did say to them, probably beginning of next year, I'm going to ride up to Scotland and catch up with Lizzie and Neil. But I did say that I would give them a plug on the channel. 3,000 miles, 9 countries, no prob. Then we met a Zulu and he tries to kill us. Yeah. Did he say I didn't see you? He said nothing but wanted shorts. Never asked how he was. Even the missus was that. Yeah. It's that bloody ridiculous. Absolutely bloody.
Right, Rev, did you just say Scottish cottaging?
Scottish cottage. Yeah, not cottaging.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
that's a George Michael film. That's what.
I know you like.
Yeah, GTR Travels normally likes a bit of cottaging, but no, not for me. Yeah,
fine. Yeah, whatever floats your boat. Yeah, fine.
It's when you go to Tesco and they ask you if you want cottage pie or cottage cheese. I'm like, absolutely not. Yeah.
Obviously, you saw your Gary last night on his VFR, so he's back into biking, but he's my old schoolmate. And we've got another schoolmate that lives up in Shetland now. So from Milton Keynes, lives up in Shetland. And one thing that they do in Shetland, late June, so it's the summer solstice move over, is the Sim Dimmer, which is a rally in Shetland that is all about that move from summer into winter, so summer solstice. So I think that's the most extreme rally you can go to in the UK, and it's something that I'm probably thinking about with Gary next year and a couple of his schoolmates. I mean, it's a bit bizarre in terms of the climate. It's either absolutely pissing it down or it's absolutely 30 degrees, and you never know what you're going to get from year to year. So, and also you might get a bit to smithereens with mosquitoes. So, we were thinking about that next year. In terms of the furthest we're going to go north, anyway.
Yeah. The other one that we've got is the last weekend of August, and that is the Outlander Festival. Let me just pull that up.
Yeah, but that's you. You didn't sell that to me last night because that's you in a dormitory with 30 other blokes burping and farting all night. And I'm sorry, mate, that didn't grab me. I'm really sorry. But
It's all right. The only reason I'm going is the guys from AJS are going up for it, and it's basically a small version of Wild Bad. You can camp, you can get your own tent, you can pitch up, but they said just bring your sleeping bag and you can just bunk down in the dorm with everybody. Give it about 2:30 in the morning, mate. When I'm snoring, everyone else is going to be wide awake.
Still not sold. Still not. I'm sorry. You're not selling it.
Oh, dear. I'll see him in court and open unless he pleads guilty. Police are prosecuted. It'll go to court, Andy. You know it's going to go to court. He'll get done for that. So, yeah, mad one. Right, it is coming up for 5 to 9. Rev is up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So that is going to be fun for me. We are out Sunday. If you fancy a run out on Sunday, we'll meet you at Gasoline Juice because I am going to have a high speed run. I'm not going to hang around at 40 mile an hour down the A5. I am going to get my foot down on Sunday. But if you fancy a run out, if you've got a fast bike, meet me at Eclipse, 9 o'clock. If you're on a 125 or a 50, meet us at Gasoline Juice because you're going to get left behind. Hopefully, Jay might come out with me as well, so that'll be good. But Gasoline Juice or Industry and Supply on Sunday. We will see you all up there. Next week, we haven't got much on apart from, I think, Oakley's on Thursday night, which is probably going to be the only one that I'm going to get a chance to do. And then, obviously, the following Sunday, I am having a weekend off because I am going to the Lowndes Arms for Sunday lunch. So, Rev's going to sign off. I'm going to get an early night, guys. Thank you very much to this guy for popping into the stream. Don't forget, Bike Night at the Lowndes on Facebook, LOWDNES, Lowndes Arms Wadden. Every other Thursday, so we did one last night. The next one's in 2 weeks' time, so not next Thursday, the Thursday after. Facebook page as well, Bike Night at the Lowndes, or you can follow it on Red Bomb. I tend to post up all the Bike Night up there, so it's always on my channel. But give the guys a like and subscribe. If we can get them over 300, it'll be good. If you're at Gasoline Juice, we will see you Sunday. Thanks to, obviously, Slow Rider, Throttle Up, Andy, Lily, and Gus, MT Belly. Who else is there? J Dutch, Anonymous Biker, German Jobbies, VJ Biker. I think we've mentioned it. Oh, Shell, got to mention our Shell. Got to keep her in there. But everyone that's been in the live stream. I did say Andy GSA, he was the first one. He's been on all bloody night. You can't get rid of him. But whatever you're doing, guys, Kimmy's here as well. Don't forget, Kime to go. I keep saying Kimmy to go. It's Kime to go. Todge 29, Flat Cap Rider. They are all on Sunday night on their live stream on YouTube. So just search out that channel. You will find it. Kime to go, or Flat Cap Rider, or Todge 29. One of the boys will be posting their live stream, but it is great fun from 8 o'clock on a Sunday night. So go and jump on that one. I tend to sit in the background just watching the guys just tatter away. So, and Andy's normally there as well. But good live stream to do on a Sunday night. Time to go. Keep an eye on it. We'll see you all again, same time, same place next week. Watch out for the ride test. Watch out for the video of Lowndes Arms as well. That's coming up. A lot of clock blur on the way back because I took the R1 on and he lost. Couldn't believe an R1 couldn't corner like my Tiger does. So we do a lot of clock blur, but you could just see the R1 in the mirrors and I'm leaving him standing. Let's just say it was slightly fast on the way home last night, but an R1 does not keep up with Rev. Blew you out the water, mate. Right, we'll see you all again, same time, same place next week. From me to Palm Stormer, Bike Night at the Lowndes. Everybody in the side chat, be well, ride safe, and as always from Rev, it's a big goodbye from me. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Adios.